Hello there. Today I get the privilege to discuss my favorite song that we've studied so far in music appreciation. The name of it is Haydn's Symphony No. 94, also known as the Surprise Symphony. Of course, the genre is symphony in classical style, and the composer is Haydn. Joseph Haydn was born in 1732 in Rotherahl, Austria. When he grew up, he moved to Vienna, Austria, and according to Wright's book, Listening to Music, it was there that he studied composition, violin, and the keyboard. After living in Vienna, Haydn went to work for a Hungarian prince, composing the prince's personal music and conducting the prince's personal orchestra. Moving on, he went to London, England, where he composed for public concerts. He was very influential in creating the mature classical style. He was also one of the first of composers of the Viennese school, a group of composers that were influenced by each other and studied and lived in Vienna, Austria. Haydn wrote in many different genres, from symphonies to church music. And according to World History and Cultures, produced by Becca, Haydn's church music was criticized for its cheerfulness. In response, Haydn said, and this is a quote, that at the thought of God his heart leaped for joy. One well-known hymn, Glorious Things of Thee Are Spoken, is still sung to Haydn's music. It was while Haydn was composing for the public concerts in London that he wrote Symphony No. 94. According to Wright, after the first performance of Movement 2 of this symphony, the audience cheered and demanded that the piece be played again. And this accomplished Haydn's purpose for writing the Surprise Symphony and the London Symphonies. His purpose was to draw in the public from London to come listen to his concerts. Symphony as a genre is very popular among orchestras. Those who love classical or orchestra music enjoy symphonies. The composers use symphonies as showcases of their musical talent and ability, and today orchestras play symphonies as enjoyment for the audiences and as to show off their own musical abilities and mastery of their instruments. I chose Symphony No. 94 as my favorite song that we've studied because I enjoy the surprise parts in Movement 2. I also enjoy the minuet and trio in Movement 3 and the expectant coda at the very end. The coda keeps me in expectation because there is a crescendo and it sounds like it is the perfect triumphant ending to wrap up the whole symphony, but then it falls back down into a lone violin and then builds back up to a crescendo, and it keeps me on the edge of my seat, so to speak, as I listen to it, expecting for the ending to come. As I listened to the Surprise Symphony, I felt that it was definitely a treat for the ear. In Movement 2, I fell into Haydn's trap for the listener by straining for it to hear the faint violin notes and then being startled by the trumpet blast and the timpani. In Movement 3, I found it difficult not to nod my head or tap my foot to the lively, dance-like minuet and trio, and Movement 4 seemed to wrap up the whole symphony well by the lighthearted mood, and of course the coda kept me expectant, wondering if the end was coming, on the edge of my seat. Well, thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.